Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2447. The war in heaven continues. We are winning the war for right now. We have a war exhaustion of about 13%, while the Bavi have war exhaustion around 21%. At the end of that last video, I noticed that the sacred Ceralan had traveled through a wormhole into our space, and they had taken over one star system. So the other end of that wormhole is right here, and the bulk of our fleet is right here. So I think the first thing we're going to do is to travel through that wormhole and take back that star system. So it looks like we will need to pass through 3 different systems on our way to the wormhole. So we will move down this way and take these systems from the sacred Ceralan.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
You'll notice as we move along here that there are a bunch of reinforcements following us, trying to catch up with the fleet and join the fleet.
Station engaged.
I ran into a couple of problems with my fleet management while I was making this video, and I'm not really sure if I was doing something wrong or if it was a glitch. But when I selected the option to reinforce all my fleets, all of the reinforcements were being assigned to one fleet, and so I was running into the command limit or the control limit, whatever that number is called, that controls the number of ships that you can have in one fleet. That was a problem because all of the ships, all of the reinforcements were being added to the fleet that is leading the others. I have another fleet following the main fleet, and when I would select reinforce all, it was assigning all of the reinforcements to the leading fleet, so it kept being a problem. But never mind that for now. We have scum and villainy on Syrah. This has been happening more and more often lately because we've been gaining colonies because of this war. I'm trying to deal with it by building sentinel posts, but as you will see, that is not always successful. So here we are, arriving finally, I think, in the system with the wormhole. So we need to take out this star base here, and we don't have much problem. So now we will go and pass through the wormhole.
Complete.
This is on the left side of the map, of the galaxy map, and now we will jump through the wormhole over to the right side, which is where the PlayStation Empire home space is. And here we go. We're back in our home space, basically. Taking back this one star system. And I think since we're back over this way, I'm going to take the opportunity to build some new ships.
Construction complete.
We got the technology to build Titans in the last video, so I'm going to add the Titan class to both of my fleets. The problem with that is that I did not have enough alloys to build 2 Titans. So that took a while, but in the meantime, our deal to import exotic gases has run out, and we need to continue this deal. I always go with the cheapest option. There we go. We gained another colony, so another potential scum and villainy right there. We still have some major deficits going on with our economy, so I'm trying to build various things to counteract those deficits. Here on Gossamer Prime, I'm building some exotic gas refineries and also what are they called? Civilian industries to make consumer goods. But on other planets, I have some agriculture districts being built and also some energy credit districts. So I'm trying to take care of these deficits that keep popping up, but I don't seem to be very good at keeping them from happening in the first place. So here is where I noticed that my ships were all being put into one fleet, and so I'm going to transfer a bunch of them into a separate fleet, and then I will merge the separate fleet with my second fleet. Because like I said, for some reason, when I hit the restore or the reinforce all button, it's adding all the reinforcements to one fleet.
Planetary invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected.
Meanwhile, the Bavi are continuing to push in the northern part of the map, the upper part of the galaxy map there. So I'm going to move my fleets back over to Brocken Station, which is a nice choke point. And hopefully we'll be able to do something about it if they push that far down into our space, but they
Construction complete.
They continue to move along. They are quite powerful. We've gained another colony. It's debatable whether that is good news. And the Bavi continue to push into our space. It's kind of disturbing. I'm trying to get all my fleets together before they can get down to Brocken. You can see it's a nice choke point there.
Planetary invasion alert. Malignant atmospheric incursion detected.
And there we go. We have full-on revolt on this planet. Unrest. And now we have lost the colony. So that was a planet that belonged to the cloud. They no longer exist, but the species still exists. And so now another type of colony has appeared, and you can't really see it right here. It's in the upper part of the map. There it is right there, that little blob of space. Looks like it's in a really bad spot.
Alert. Station engaged.
And luckily, at this point, the Bavi did not push any farther. I was really glad to see them turn around and fly back the other way. They are going to take one more system over there next to that new colony. But they are not going to continue pushing down toward Brocken. So I was glad to see that, because I still have not been able to build a Titan. I'm waiting on my alloys to be built back up, so I have enough alloys to build even one Titan. More scum and villainy has reared its ugly head. It's happening more and more often. Despite all of my frantic building, we have still got some major deficits. One of them is in food, so I'm going to change our food policy from dietary balance to strict rationing. Rationing, I think. Unfortunately, this will make our biological pops a little bit unhappy or a little bit less happy. So that probably will not help the scum and villainy situation, unfortunately. I have balanced production policy, but if I switch to extraction focus or manufacturing focus, it will negatively impact either our food production or our consumer goods production. So that's not good. So I'll leave that balanced. And then over on the edicts list, you can see different edicts cost different types of resources. Here I'm going to spend 200 influence and improve our consumer goods upkeep. So we will use fewer consumer goods, which is good because we have a deficit in that. 300 more influence will give us capacity overload, which will increase our monthly energy credits. So that should be a good thing. And then down here on these edicts that cost Unity, I've got a bunch of Unity saved up. I'm over 1 million. And that's as high as the number goes on the upper menu. It stops at 1 million. So I'm going to spend some of that to increase our naval cap and improve our upkeep cost, increase our monthly influence, increase our monthly minerals, and also increase our ship build speed and our home territory fire rate. So even after spending all of that Unity, I still have 997,000, and I'm getting 3,000 a month at this point.
Construction complete.
I think that's going to drop to 2,000 here shortly, but that's still a good amount, and those edicts last 14 years. So all this time I've been upgrading Gossamer Station to be able to build Titans, because it has to be a citadel to do that. So now it's been upgraded to a citadel, but now I discover that I need to build a Titan assembly yard. So that's going to take even more time. So I still don't have a Titan. And this is bad. Scum and villainy on Gossamer, which is one of our main colonies. So that's no good. Our 10-year deals with the artisans and the curators have run out again, but I do not have the energy credits to renew those deals this time.
Alert. Spaceport engaged.
So sadly, those deals are over with. I guess I can make them again later, possibly. I don't know. But because that deal with I think it was the artisans, ended, that's why we dropped to 2,000 a month Unity. There's the Sacred Ceralan taking one of our stations. The little lizard bastards. They were friendly to us for a long time. But never mind that. We have rogue drones on Syrah. So I guess a different type of scum and villainy. Scum and villainy elevated one more level. Finally, our Titan assembly yard was finished. And so now we are going to start building our very first Titan. Finally. But never mind that, because I made another mistake. We unlocked the Colossus project, and then I realized I forgot to ever start it. So now we are finally researching the Colossus. But in the meantime, our very first Titan has been constructed, and it's on its way to join the fleet. I've got 4 fleets at this point because, like I said, the reinforcements are not properly joining the fleets they're supposed to. So I ended up transferring ships and merging, and I ended up with 2 fleets finally right here. The Consolidated Colonies has been made a satellite of the Amari directors, so now the colonies will join the war effort. They won't be much of a factor, but at least they're on our side. And I decided to, once I merged into 2 fleets, I decided to have my ships upgraded as much as possible. And here's another weird thing that I noticed, because as this fleet flies off to be reinforced or to be upgraded, it's a 43K fleet. But when they get done upgrading, they're like 39K. So I don't know why that would be the case. But in the meantime, our deal to import exotic gases has run out again, so we're going to re-up on that once again with the cheapest option. I should probably pay a little more and import more gases, really. Meanwhile, the Amari are over here doing at least a little bit of work. The Bavi seem to have more fleets and bigger fleets, so that's kind of disturbing because our war exhaustion is now starting to catch up with the Bavi, so that's not good. But the Amari are taking a few systems here and there. You can see the Bavi seem to be focused on the Kelzen and the Serene cannabinoids right now. So the Kelzen have their hands full.
Ship augmentations completed.
But as you will see, the Kelzen are also going to take a little space from us. So now my 1 fleet has been upgraded. And like I said, it went from 43K to 39K. I don't know why. Why would that happen, I wonder. But now I'm going to send my 2nd fleet off to be upgraded. And my 1st fleet is going to come back. I guess I should I guess I should upgrade, maybe add something to Brocken so they can be upgraded here. I don't know. Maybe not. It's just the next system over where they are going to be upgraded, so maybe I shouldn't bother. Maybe I should just leave Brocken with as much firepower as possible. But here comes our upgraded fleet, and for some reason it's got a lower number now. I really don't understand it. It's got more corvettes than it should have because the weird reinforcement thing that's going on. And here we go. I got a notification that there was a station under attack, and it is our former friends, the Kelzen, attacking one of our stations. Very sad to see this. The war in heaven splintered our once strong federation. And former friends are now at war because of our shaky economy. We are now having a critical resource shortage. Rare crystals. And so that causes a penalty to our resources from jobs. So that's not good. But fortunately, because of those edicts that I changed, we have built up some energy credits and some other things that we can use to buy some more rare crystals. This will keep us afloat for a while longer. Here is the star system where the Kelzin attacked, and I considered sending one of my fleets down here. But then looking at the map, it looks like the Kelzin really should be concentrating on the left side of their territory, so I'm not going to bother sending a fleet down there just yet. The Imari have a fleet here, 151k. They have another one that's 33k right here. And the only other Imari fleet that I can see on the map is for some reason sitting in this system doing nothing. A 57k fleet, so I'm not sure what they're doing there. I'm wondering if I should send my fleet to follow one of those Imari fleets and maybe help out with whatever they're doing. But in the meantime, because we have added all of those colonies, we have too many star bases. So I'm going to go into my star base list and not dismantle them, but downgrade them. Downgrade 3 star bases into outposts, which is the very lowest level space station. I forget, when you have too many star bases, I think it increases your star base upkeep cost. So that's not good. So I'm going to downgrade 3 of these. A couple of them are over in that space on the left side that's constantly being contested anyway, so it won't really hurt us. And so, yeah, in the meantime, I'm trying to decide what to do with my fleets, but I think this is a good spot to end this video. We're still winning the war. We still have lower war exhaustion than the Bavi, but we are catching up with them, so that's kind of disturbing. Hopefully we can turn that around, but I think we'll stop here for now. We'll pick it up right here next time. As always, thanks for watching.